So I want to pick up on a topic that we discussed in season 7, episode 7 of Fire Away. And the point I want to make is that I want everyone to understand that there is a very significant difference between whether someone is eligible for disability benefits and whether they are able to work. Those are two very different questions with very different implications. And despite that, we still often see this scenario where employers make a very significant mistake, which is that they see a letter from the disability insurer. The letter is addressed to the employee, but they get a copy, and it says either you're not eligible for benefits or you're no longer eligible for benefits. But either way, the employer sees that and assumes, oh, okay, they can return to work. And they then message the employee and say, we understand that you're able to return to work. And if you don't, if you're not back on Monday, then you're going to lose your job. This is a critical mistake because they're basically assuming that just because the person doesn't qualify for benefits anymore, that they're able to return to work, which, as we discussed in a lot of detail in season 7, episode 7, those are two very different questions. And there are many reasons why someone may not get benefits, but it doesn't mean they can return to work. And when the employer then goes ahead and makes the mistake of firing the person because of the fact that they didn't come back to work as threatened, then they expose the company to significant liability. First of all, severance, which, as we know, can be up to 2 years. But over and above that, they expose the company to liability for breach of the Human Rights Code because they've effectively just fired someone because they cannot work due to a disability. They have also exposed the company to things like bad faith damages or punitive damages. And we talk about these things a lot. And historically, the numbers were not huge, but we're seeing the numbers trending upward. And we're now seeing more and more cases well into the 6 figures. And of course, that's over and above severance. And then add on to that the legal costs the company incurs and just the resources that are wasted by everyone who is involved in an ongoing legal dispute, which, of course, as we know, tends to last for months or years and certainly not days or weeks. So bottom line is, please, before you take any action, and especially before you let somebody go, and particularly before you let somebody go because of a medical issue, get advice from a lawyer that specializes in employment law. And I'll take the opportunity now to use one of my favorite expressions. If you think you might need an employment lawyer, you probably do. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening.